all-out battle of skill, passion, and determination. The Nisa Pro Cup, presented by the National Soccer Network. The stage is set. 10 teams, 8 days, 1 trophy, 3 moment, exclusively on Roku TV. It all kicks off October 13th on the National Soccer Network. The Nisa Pro Cup draw, 8 teams, 1 trophy. Who will face off in the battle for a championship? Join Jonathan Terp and Ryan Glinsky streaming exclusively on the National Soccer Network. Don't miss the action. The road to the Pro Cup begins right now.
Welcome into the Nisa Pro Cup Draw Show here on this Friday evening. I'm Jonathan Turner alongside Ryan Glinsky. My producer just got in my ear, which is great, but I apologize for that. But either way, we're excited to have you along here tonight on the Nisa Pro Cup Draw Show. And we are live. We'll be here live for the next hour as we draw the top, the 8 teams that will play in this Nisa Pro Cup here starting October the 13th, Ryan. And we will put them in both their groups and get them scheduled and ready to go here for the first kickoff on October 13th.
Yeah, it's great to be here, learning a lot about these different teams throughout the last couple of days. It's going to be a great tournament. It has this like March Madness feel right now that it's Selection Sunday, but it's just Friday and we're grouping these teams together. But super excited to be here, and I'm really looking forward to this tournament in the next couple of days.
I am as well. And so the actual ballots are not ballots, but the teams themselves are in this salt bag, and we'll talk about what that's all about here in a little bit. But they've been sealed and in this bag here all day, and so we'll go through all of that. We'll open them up. We'll draw their names here throughout the show, so don't worry about that. Hey, a really cool thing that I had a chance to do here earlier today. I had a chance to talk with the commissioner in Chandler Hoffman. We'll be joined by him in that interview here a little bit later in the show. But Ryan, before we start to really get into all of this, the Nisa Pro Cup. The Nisa did not play this season. They took a step back. A lot of things going on, trying to figure out the teams and things like that. But they're using this tournament to relaunch their brand, relaunch what they're all about.
Yeah, and what a great way to start with it then. An exciting tournament that'll be a week long with these 8 great teams. I mean, if you're trying to regenerate a league or jump start a league, even create your own league, I think you should do it in some tournament fashion with 2 great teams at the end playing in a finals, and especially with that round robin where you're going to get to see these teams a couple of times. And that's what we want to see in soccer, is that playoff play, that group stage play, kind of like how they do in the World Cup, in the biggest stage in world soccer. And that's exactly what this tournament is doing, and I'm excited and what they're going to do. And the commissioner and the whole Nisa group has done a really good job at putting this together, finding the right place, right field to play this tournament.
No doubt about that. When we come back here from our break, we'll be joined here by the commissioner, Chandler Hoffman. So don't go anywhere. The Nisa Pro Cup Draw Show will continue after this.
the Nisa Pro Cup Draw Show. Presented by Salt Athletic.
Welcome back into the Nisa Pro Cup Draw Show. I'm Jonathan Turner alongside Ryan Glinsky. Happy to have you here on this Friday evening as we get ready to do this draw. We had a chance to talk here earlier this afternoon with Chandler Hoffman, the commissioner of Nisa, and here is what he had to say about this tournament and Nisa. The commissioner of Nisa and this Nisa Pro Cup here. First off, welcome into our draw show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, we are excited about this opportunity, having a chance here to talk this afternoon and pertaining, to this Nisa Pro Cup and this draw. But before we dive into any of that, who is Chandler Hoffman? What are you all about?
I've played at every level of soccer in this country, from the youth game to college, and then every level of professional. I was fortunate to win an MLS Cup back in 2014, won a USL regular season championship, and finished my career in Nisa. So I've kind of seen the whole gamut of soccer in this country, and excited now to have the opportunity to have a footprint in the professional landscape.
No, it's really, really exciting. I mean, obviously the MLS season's coming to a close here, getting close to playoff time, and we just saw the U.S. Open Cup here this past week. We're getting ready for the World Cup here coming up here in June of next year, and we're talking about professional soccer here coming up here in Washington Township, Michigan here on the 13th of October. What led to this Pro Cup and this concept of playing this tournament here in the month of October?
As we know, Nisa didn't have a regular season this year, and so it was important for us to have some sort of event this year. We've been playing since 2019, and we have a lot of new teams coming in for next season, for the 2026 pro season. And so this is an opportunity for us to all get together, for the teams to showcase themselves, and to prepare what it's going to take to play at the professional level next year.
And we have 8 teams. Right, and they're obviously on the screen here. We're going to draw their names here shortly to see where they might fall in what group. Talk about these teams and the different types of teams that we're seeing in this tournament.
Yeah, that's what is so beautiful about Nisa. It's the National Independent Soccer Association, and so for us, we want to provide, our tagline is pure soccer opportunities. So we want to provide opportunities for clubs. They range from all over the country, and they have different setups, some being like grassroots and started from the youth, some from investors that are looking to just put a professional team in. And so for us, the biggest thing is just providing opportunities for players, for coaches, for communities, for owners, to really have that ability to run the club for what is best for the community that they serve, and to really be a league that has opportunities for clubs across this country.
No, that's fantastic. And when we talk about this this league and what it was obviously designed for, it was designed to give players an opportunity to play at the next level, right? We know how the soccer landscape in this country has changed over the years, and how important it is for players to have an opportunity to play at that next level. And I want to talk about that for a moment, because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look just since its inception, since it started playing in 2019, we have had 80 players that have gone on. They use Nisa as a springboard to go on to another level. And if you look, the country is huge, and there's so many players that are great players, and maybe they didn't get scouted or get the opportunity to go straight into a Division II or Division I in this country, professional league. And so it's a great opportunity that we are providing in some of these smaller markets where kids can have an opportunity to have a pro team they can watch. They can go see it. They can get enmeshed with what that pro club is doing, and have the opportunity to put on their jersey one day and springboard their own career. And even for fans that maybe live in areas where there's not a pro team within a close driving distance, they can get behind professional soccer and really help from the lower level of soccer, provide more opportunities, which is what we all want to see in this country, is soccer grow. And I think it's a great time with the World Cup coming in, as you mentioned. There's going to be so much hype around soccer in this country, and we want to see that really take shape in growing the game in this country, and we want to be a big part of that.
Absolutely. Well, this tournament obviously starts here in just a short time. I think it's close to 10 days away, right? We're on the 3rd of October, so 10 days from now. What is it that you would, the league and what you specifically are looking most to accomplish out of this tournament?
Well, it's going to be a great setup. You know, we have these 8 teams that are coming in, 2 groups of 4. We're going to see some great action. We made sure and did the spacing so that there's 48 hours between games so that teams can rest and perform well on the field. But then those days off, we're really going to utilize those to bring the teams together, to have some workshops. Some of these teams, this is their first year making the leap to professional soccer. So we really want to prepare them and make sure that they have everything they need, from the game day operations to the player personnel, contracts, everything like that. Just making sure that these teams are equipped and are prepared to have a successful 2026 year. And obviously, we're going to go ahead and start the competition and get the rivalries going within these teams, and see who comes out on top, and who has the bragging rights going into 2026.
Chandler, we appreciate you stepping on by here tonight. We're excited about this draw and excited about the opportunity to provide the coverage here for this Nisa Pro Cup.
Yeah, thank you guys. We love partnering with you and excited for the tournament.
Awesome. So let me go ahead and stop the recording. That wasn't too bad. And that was obviously a great conversation I had here earlier with Chandler Hoffman. And, you know, something we talked about during that interview was about how this league, what's all about, and more importantly, giving the players around the country an opportunity to play at the next level.
Yeah, Hoffman talked about it being an independent league, being different than all the other leagues. It feels like in soccer that in America specifically, that there's just so many different leagues, and there's not a ton of organization outside of the USL and the MLS. Outside of that, there's just a ton of just random soccer leagues being played, and there's great talents and great players, coaches all over the place, but it's kind of all over the place. But he really mentioned that this is an independent league and it's different from everyone else. And I really like that about this Nisa league, because, you know, all over the world, whether it's in Europe with Premier League, La Liga, there's kind of a system and a hierarchy set in place. And you come over here in America with the USL and the MLS, there's kind of a hierarchy as well in that, and it's kind of set in place and you kind of understand what's going to happen. This league, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more independent, as Hoffman has alluded to each time. And looking at giving it a springboard into, you know, trying to use this platform, these players, these coaches to get to the next level. I remember a quote from Last Chance U saying, a coach saying, "I'm using you to get to the next level the way that you're using me to get to the next level." And sometimes that can happen with these lower teams, because ultimately the goal is to play at the highest level of soccer. And I think this league can do that for these players and coaches. And I also want to touch on, which I didn't do in the last segment, which I wanted to do, is there's teams from all over the country, whether it's from the state of Arkansas, from Colorado, from California. So there's different brands of soccer. There's the different types of players, different types of coaching philosophies and systems. And it's great to see that all on display in one spot. And I want to see, and I'm really interested to see how that these styles match up with against the different teams, different styles going up against different styles. And I think this is going to be a great tournament to watch, especially with all the different players.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. And you know, it's so the what we're gonna do next is this: is we actually have the actual teams inside this Salt Athletic bag. And what we're gonna do, we are going to we're going to open this up right now. We're going to put them in this glass jar, and that's where we're going to draw them from. But as we do this, I think it's important, you know, Ryan, as we talk about Salt Athletic, this is a really, really cool product. We talk about it a lot in a lot of our Inside the Game, our podcast that we do Monday through Friday. This is a smell-proof bag. If you're talking about trying to keep your environment cleaner and smelling better, there's nothing better than this bag. And so you put your cleats in here after one of those, you know, sweaty outings out on the pitch, which, by the way, happen to also have our right in there is where these envelopes are.
I'm sure they smell good.
You're going to put those in that jar for me. But again, it's a patented product. It has a locking clasp on it. This right here is an unbelievable product for players to put their cleats in. Obviously, soccer players. They also make other products for other sports as well. They're in the process of launching something for hockey, I believe, as well.
And when we tested it, we actually put a ton of used, worn pennies that smell horrible. And when I opened up the penny bag, I went, "Ooh, that smells horrible." Threw that in that bag, closed it, smelt it, couldn't smell a thing. So it works. It absolutely works.
That it does. So all of the teams are in this jar. We come back, we'll start drawing teams. So don't go anywhere. The Nisa Pro Cup Draw Show continues here on this Friday evening.
The Nisa Pro Cup Draw, 8 teams, 1 trophy. Who will face off in the battle for a championship? Join Jonathan Terp and Ryan Glinsky streaming exclusively on the National Soccer Network. Don't miss the action. The road to the Pro Cup begins right now.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind.
Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics,
Letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail.
whether it's a championship win or a legendary play.
NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate.
Call 586-304-4405
And start watching today.
An all-out battle of skill, passion, and determination. The Nisa Pro Cup, presented by the National Soccer Network. The stage is set. 10 teams, 8 days, 1 trophy. Every moment exclusively on Roku TV. It all kicks off October 13th on the National Soccer Network.
Welcome back here into the Nisa Pro Cup Draw Show. My name is Jonathan Turner alongside Ryan Glinsky, our producer Nathan Turner, and graphics Bianca Silva. A shout out to them as well as we get ready here to start drawing some teams. And again, how this is going to work, we're going to draw the first team, and that's going to go into Group A. And Nathan, go ahead and put up that. There we go. Perfect. So it's going to go right into Group A. The next one will go into Group B. And as you can imagine, we'll go all the way through this until ultimately we have all 8 teams in each of the groups. And so, Ryan, why don't you go ahead and pull out the first envelope here out of
Go right
the
in the
mason
middle.
jar here?
Right in the middle. Open it.
Open it up. Now, you did tell me earlier that you were terrible at opening up cards. So
I'm really bad at opening up cards. My mom and dad say every birthday and special occasion. I can't open it up, as I kind of couldn't open up this one. This is probably my best one, though, in years. Look at that. It's kind of clean. I probably can't even see it anyway. But, so team number 1 is Peak 11 FC will be the first team in Group A.
So Peak 11 obviously formed in 2020 in the Mountain Premier League, champions east of the 2022 and 24 seasons. Roots back to FC Boulder head coach Eric Schuler. NISAofficial.com says form note entered Pro Cup field October the 2nd. Announcement highlights 2025 top scorer Jamie Gutierrez.
Yeah, this is going to be a first team out of Colorado. There's one other Colorado team in the hailstorm, but maybe they're in Boulder, Colorado. Maybe we can get like Deion Sanders to be a part of the team or something. That'd be sweet to have some prime time with the team. But no, they're the first team out of these 8 teams picked.
That they are, and so let's go ahead here and draw the second team here tonight.
All right, we're gonna go second from the right. This one will go into the first one into Group B. So B1.
Not bingo.
No, we're not. We're not at an old person bingo hall. All right. So this one out of B1, first team in B1 is Capo FC.
So Capo FC.
Capo FC, the first team in Group B. A club that has played in Nisa USL League 2, USLW Leagues, SWPL. They're Nisa Nation, undefeated in the spring 2025 Nisa season, so they have some experience with the Nisa League. Coach is Peter Carey, a Nisa head coach. Nisa Pro Cup status is returned in June 12th after a 2024 Nisa debut. They're currently third in the West. 2 teams gone, both in B1 and A1.
That there are. So we already have the first 2 teams in. We're now going to look here at the third team, second team in Group A.
This one is going to come all the way from the back. So coming out for Group A and A2 will be the Arkansas Wolves.
The Arkansas Wolves will be in their the second spot in Group 2. Sorry, Group B?
Group A, A2.
Yeah. So they get men's first team in the MPSL, U23 in the UPSL, women's team in UWS and Midwest Premier League. Home field is St. Louis Stadium in Benton, Arkansas. Sabello is at Halongwayne, men's head coach. Again, they confirmed their status on July the 8th. They were founded in 2019, recent UPSL conference titles and a playoff run highlighted by Nisa.
So one of the older teams out of these group of 8. So that's so there's some history with this Arkansas team.
That it is, as we'll now go into Group B, taking a look here at the number 4 team here to be drawn. We are live right now. I want to remind everybody on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and on Roku. If you're tuning in on YouTube or Twitter, Facebook, even on TikTok, let us know where you're watching, who you're rooting for. Love to have you chime in the comments as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And second team out of for B2 is going to be Modesto City FC. Background also founded in 2019. Played North Cal Premier, UPSL, SWPL, Nisa Nation Open Cup. Qualifying history leadership is from CEO Christian Copeland. And expansion with a SoCal men team and a women team is planned. Nisa Pro Cup status was confirmed back on August 6th, and they're out of Modesto, California. So I believe that's our second team from California. So Capo FC as well. So 2 California teams in Group B. And then looking over at Group A, we have a Colorado and an Arkansas team.
That we do. When we come back here, we'll dive back into more of this draw. 4 teams down, 4 to go. You're watching the Nisa Pro Cup drawing here on this Friday evening.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs.
From high-quality production to exceptional coverage,
We ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today
call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast.
and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Welcome back into the Nisa Pro Cup draw show here on this Friday evening. Jonathan Turner alongside Ryan Glinsky. Take a look there at the current groups as they stand. We have 4 more teams to draw here this evening as we welcome you back into our Shelby Township studios here in Michigan. We are only about 10 minutes away or so from where these games will take place here in just a few weeks, 10 days to be exact. And it's at the Michigan Star Sports Center out in Washington Township. We will be out there live with these game coverage here starting on October the 13th.
Yeah, and this is actually a complex that I played at since I was 13 or 14, so about 8 to 9 years ago. I played on this complex, and when it first started, it was just strictly grass fields. There was not the turf field that they'll be playing on now. And when we went back about a month ago to check it out, there got to finally see the turf field, and obviously indoor. I played there as well, so I'm very familiar with the field conditions. And if anyone that's going to play there or coach there is watching, great field conditions, indoor and outdoor as well. So it should be a fun time.
The Coffee Firm in the comments here on Twitter have said that they will be following the Arkansas Wolves. Coffee Firm,
Shout out.
obviously the part of the supporters group of Lansing Common that plays in the Midwest Premier League. But, hey, without further ado, let's dive in. I actually want to get my hands on an envelope here. I'm going to go ahead and pull one here myself. We'll start here. I do not have a problem opening up envelopes.
I've actually been pretty good. Mine have been better than that today.
Really?
Mine have been clean.
Well, just like that, the reigning 2024 Nisa Cup champions and the Los Angeles Force, they are Team 3 in Group A.
Yeah, so we actually have our first California team not in Group B, so they'll be in Group A. As you mentioned, 2024 Nisa champion finished first in the West and won the title on penalties versus Irvine Zeta. They're coached by DeCal Keenan. And there are a couple of other notes as they have some best 11 selections. Actually, 3 of them from their goalkeeper, Seth Torman, Salazar Jovel, and Golden Glove for the goalkeeper, Seth Torman, and then Salazar Jovel is part of the best 11. So this team is one team to look out for as this tournament goes on and one of the favorites to win it.
Hey, as we're going through this, Ryan and I were just talking before the break about how much fun this is, and obviously we're covering this Nisa Pro Cup draw. There are a lot of tournaments out there that have drawings that do kind of maybe they don't do it like we're doing it right now, but if you'd love to have it done like we're doing it right now, we'd love to be able to do that. And you can obviously we'll put out some communication here later this evening about how if you'd like us to do this for you. All the graphics, all the things that we're doing, we'd love to be able to do that for your tournament here in the future. So without further ado, we're going to dive into one more here. I'm going to pull up this card here. Again, this is going to be the 3rd team in Group B. We've already called off 5 teams so far in this one. And here we go. The Colorado Hailstorm will be there in Group B. Colorado Hailstorm, the Northern Colorado Hailstorm, the USL League One club at 2022 with playoff appearances in both 23 and 24. Open Cup sets, including MLS Real Salt Lake and the 2024 USL Jägermeister Cup title, moved into Nisa Pro Cup field June 20th. And the coach Colin Falvey, appointed September the 18th, 2025, succeeds Eamon Zayed.
So this is the second Colorado team that we've had. We picked Peak 11 as the first one in Group A, and then Colorado now in B. So Colorado both their teams are separated in the groups, and they're joined by 2 teams from the state of California.
That they are. As we at the end of all of this, just so everybody knows, obviously you have this graphic here on your screen right now, and this graphic is of the groups, but we will have the first day scheduled games and their kickoff times here at the end of this as well, so which will be really fun and exciting too. So let's go ahead and pull one more card here. We have one more obviously after this to complete the groups. Let's take a look here at what this one is. And you said it was easier for you to open these up?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Okay.
I don't know how they were put in.
DC Hyper is the team based out of Washington, D.C. They began as a futsal club back in 2016, rose in the DMV with an attacking Brazilian-influenced style UPSL DMV division, group conference titles in 2023, Cultural leaders. Head coach is Sergio Catano. President Wilson Matos. Sporting director Gabrielle Ferrari. And alum helped develop was Steven Jimenez, now FC Cincinnati. Again, they're based out of Washington, D.C.
Yeah, we talked about different styles of play, and DC Hyper is a Brazilian foot. I really like that, though. They're a futsal originated team. I know our graphics lady, Bianca, is very happy with this team because she's also from Brazil, so I know who she's going to be rooting for. But we talked about different styles, different backgrounds for all these different teams, and that's one that I'm excited to look for and when they go up against all these different teams.
I did. I guess spell Los Angeles wrong.
Did you?
Yeah, I guess I did. My wife did call me out for that earlier. She said, "Did you spell this right?" And I go, "Maybe I did spell it wrong." But we do appreciate the shout out for that. But Sin City is the last team that has been picked, obviously by process of elimination. They would be the last one. But Sin City will fill in that fourth spot in Group B. They are founded in 2024, undefeated in the SWPL Nevada season, debuted in Nisa Nation, and won the 2025 Southwest Region Spring title. USASA Region 4 Amateur Cup winners qualifying for Nationals. Owner is Jeanette Martinez, and Nisa Pro Cup status confirmed on August the 1st. Again, out of Sin City, which is obviously Las Vegas.
Have you ever been to Las Vegas before?
Nope, but I am going here in December.
Oh, nice. That's great. I've been there one time. Out of all these different teams, I've only, or out of all where all these teams are different located from, is I've only been to Washington, D.C. and Las Vegas. Would love to get out to Boulder, Colorado. Love to get out to Modesto, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. But I've only been to two of these cities.
You've only been to two. I've been to L.A. I have never been to Arkansas. I have been to Washington, D.C. I've been to the San Diego area, Long Beach, which obviously is L.A. Force. I think is in Long Beach, and so L.A. Long Beach area. I've been to a number of these. Never been to Colorado, and so I can say maybe 3 or 4 of these places.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, this has been great so far. When we come back here, we're going to show you the schedules as these teams will play, who they'll play against here on that first day on October the 13th, just 10 days from today.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com. The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com. The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Welcome back here into our Shelby Township studios here in Michigan as we are showing you on the screen here now the matchups that will take place here literally coming up here not next week, in 10 days. Literally in 10 days, this is what this will be. So it's very interesting. And again, if we look at the schedule, these games will kick off at 9 a.m., noon, 12, and 2:30 p.m. Here, starting Monday, October the 13th. And so, again, this is going to be a really, really cool environment, and these teams will be playing each other starting here in just 10 short days.
Yeah, and some of these teams are playing outdoors, and some of these teams are playing indoors. And one thing that the Commissioner Hoffman has mentioned is that they tried really hard for the scheduling that every team will have a 48-hour break from in between games, especially with the teams traveling from the hotels to the games, to the fields, and then traveling back to the hotel, go over some film, have some training. But that's an important thing to have, especially in between these games, to have that rest and recover well, because you want these players recovered fully before they get into their next game after they play a hard 90 minutes in the game previously.
And I do think that there was an error in our scheduling there, so we're going to maybe re-update that and come back at it. But again, I think that way we did this is actually put A and B and merge them together. So let's go back to our groups. And we'll show those groups again. We will update this schedule. The official schedule obviously will be released by Nisa here a little bit later, I'm assuming this evening. But here are the groups. And so the way it's designed, the way the groups are supposed to be set up is Group A will play against Group A. Group B will play against Group B. The games will take place on Monday, October the 13th, starting at 9 a.m. It's 9 noon. Noon and 2:30. So they'll actually have 2 games taking place at the exact same time, both on the indoor and outdoor turf fields at Washington Township, starting on October the 13th. Then they'll take a break on Tuesday. They'll come back again on Wednesday, October the 15th. Same schedule, 9, noon, and 2:30. Again, there's two games taking place in that noon time slot. Then on Friday, October the 17th, they'll do it all over again. Again, these teams will play each other. They'll play 3 games as part of this group set, the group stage. Again, 9, noon, and 2:30. And then they'll have the semifinals on Sunday at 9 a.m. and 10:30. The first game kicking off at 9 a.m. will be indoors. The second one will be outdoor on the turf. And then the final will be at 11 a.m. Eastern on Tuesday, October 21st. And so that is how those games are scheduled, and that's how they will be seen here coming up here in just 10 short days.
Yeah, and it's great to see that we'll have a week week full of games and including an exciting final that will be on Tuesday, October 21st. But we're going to have some great soccer, great players, great styles of play being played all over the place, and we're going to cover it all. And I'm just really excited to be a part of this tournament and watch this league, to jumpstart, kick-starts their league back up. And I'm excited. I don't know how excited you are, but I am extremely looking forward to this.
No, we are as well. We're excited. We've been working with Nisa on this for the last number of months. We've gone through production calls and obviously doing this drawing. As far as doing the live draw, came about here about a week and a half ago, and we're like, yeah, let's find a way to do this live on the air. Why not try to highlight this tournament and create some momentum and some excitement leading into it? And so we're really excited about that. And we're going to have some great calls. We're going to have some pregame coverage. The cool thing about this is as well, yes, these games will be live and they'll be during the day, but we will also be replaying them at night in prime time. So you'll be able to watch them. Very similar if you were to watch the Olympics or watch the World Cup and they're taking place someplace across the world. You'd be able to watch that game in real time live and also be able to watch it, the pre-recorded version of it later on as well in prime time. And so we will be doing that week as well. So we're really looking forward to all of that. We're looking forward to obviously being introducing ourselves to these teams. Again, we saw it in the chat here, at least throughout some of the show here, teams coming in. We actually saw Jacob, Nick, Kurtz, Wilson saying, let's go LA Force. We had Alvaro say, let's go Modesto. Jacob was saying, let's all meet up in Las Vegas sometime. Would love to make it happen. Can we even meet up in Windsor, Colorado? Would love to hang out with you all. That'd be, yeah, I mean, it would be
down for either or.
Yeah. I mean, Windsor, not that far, about an hour or so, I believe, away from the Denver area. So, love to be able to hang out.
Been to Windsor, Canada, not Windsor, Colorado.
He meant Windsor, Colorado, which
right,
is where the North
just
Colorado Hailstorm are from. So, do not want to go to Windsor. That's only a short drive away here from where we are.
Probably like another 40 minutes.
But that will wrap up our show here tonight. And again, we were really excited about this opportunity and to be able to do this live draw, to be able to make sure that we were able to put these teams in groups. And again, let's put those groups up on your screen here once again. And there they are. Again, Peak 11 is in that first group, along with Arkansas Wolves, Los Angeles Force, DC Hyper. And then they're in Group B, Capo FC, Modesto City, Colorado Hailstorm, and Sin City FC. And so, again, we'll have the official schedules out here later this evening and making sure that we put those out to you. And so you know exactly who's playing who and when. But that will be available here on our social media as well, I'm assuming from Nisa as well.
Yeah, just make sure you're following us on all socials throughout this tournament and in the future for other soccer tournaments, because we bring other great soccer tournaments and leagues to life and broadcast it, give it a platform to be played on, and that's exactly what Nisa's doing, and it's a great tournament. Looking forward to it.
There we are, Phil. From all of our team here, our producer in Nathan Turner and graphics, Bianca Silva. That's Ryan Glinsky. I'm Jonathan Turner. Don't forget to come back here. Continue to watch more soccer right now on the network. We've got a UPSL matchup taking place between Metro FC and Drita. We also have hockey happening right now on our sister platform in Sports Nation TV. The University of Rhode Island is taking on Villanova. And then tomorrow, all day long, we've got soccer, ESPN broadcast, you name it, so much more. So check back here on NSN as well as on Sports Nation TV, and we'll see you here next time from our studios in Shelby Township, Michigan. In
all-out battle of skill, passion, and determination. The Nisa Pro Cup, presented by the National Soccer Network. The stage is set, 10 teams, 8 days, 1 trophy, every moment, exclusively on Roku TV. It all kicks off October 13th on the National Soccer Network. The Nisa Pro Cup draw, 8 teams, 1 trophy. Who will face off in the battle for a championship? Join Jonathan Turner and Ryan Glinsky streaming exclusively on the National Soccer Network. Don't miss the action. The road to the Pro Cup begins right now. The Nisa Pro Cup Draw Show. Presented by Salt Athletic.